It's the NL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Pats and the Bengals, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week one. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of them have ever had. And on top of that, excitement and the hope in these stadiums. Every fan base in the NFL thinks that this is their year, and week one's getting off to a hot start, and I know both you and I are looking forward to being along for the ride.
It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams, and off we go on EA Sports. To return, here's Daquan Hardy, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the third pick in this past year's draft.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. And I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
He was trying to get it to Jalen Polk that time. Now it's going to be third down. May going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
Second down, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The motion man is Boyd. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase.
And it doesn't really matter who you put, Mike. When you want one-man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Burrow. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
He finds Bell. That's caught. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. On the give, this is Stevenson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Javon Baker was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch.
And that ball is intercepted. J.C. Jackson takes it away. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
At least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's May. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. If not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Burrow. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Burrow. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Burrow. To the left side in the hands of Boyd. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Nice play there by T. Higgins, and when you think, Mike, back to 2023, he's only able to play 12 games, still had just under 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. The hope in Cincinnati is when this guy is healthy, they have themselves a bona fide superstar at the wide receiver position.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Burrow to throw. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now, Burrow. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here, they leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up for
a 2nd effort, and he is in. Joe Mixon, touchdown Cincinnati. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw now, May. He'll get this to Baker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing now is May. Going up top. And this will be incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes.
That's going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn him back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's May. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Here's May. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now it is 1st and goal. They put the tight end Brown in motion. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Stevenson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. And here's Stevenson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now, Burrow. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. So this next drive about to get going, we remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up Week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time. And he will pick up a 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again here with Stevenson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, May. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Here's Hasty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On 2nd down, it's May. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll go play action with May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Play action now. It's Burrow. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. They go play action for Burrow. And that ball is intercepted. J.C. Jackson takes it away.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson heading out onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. To throw is May. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now Stevenson. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, here's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's May. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Patriots are back within 4 at 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st down, Burrow. He's going to tuck it and go. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Anytime a defense decides to blitz, Mike, they're always rolling the dice, and we see why. You bring that extra defender, and if he doesn't get home, that quarterback not only can escape the pocket, but there is a lot of room to operate downfield.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Burrow to throw. The catch left side is made by Higgins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Burrow now. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. He's got Douglas going deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome to the Madden family for you and Greg. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. Tua Tagovailoa with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is the stop they talked about. This is how they wanted to start this second half and try to get back some of this momentum they lost in the first. Now, can their offense capitalize and take advantage with this possession?
On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Will try to establish some tempo. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's May to throw it on first down. This complete to Pope. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, second and a yard. They'll give this to Stevenson, running right, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. First and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one caught by Polk. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2. On the carry, it's Stevenson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's May. This one complete to Bourne. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Open that downfield. Chase has it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down. They bring Chase in motion. They'll run with Mixon, and he'll get about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete. brings up fourth down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their lead. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. Back to throw, Burrow. That's to his tight end, Eric All. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. A dive, and he's in! Touchdown, Bengals. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out to a 24-10 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down, path 5. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out, first down and 10. May gonna look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
He's certainly making a strong case to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, a touchdown earlier, now a sack. And you talk about impacting the game in all areas. This guy's having himself a ball game.
May to throw on second down. Now he'll run it.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
He'll try to run for it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Patriots ready for the punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a third down and 4. Off the play fake, here's May. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll run again. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this complete. It's Polk over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. And he will score! Game on! Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Burrow. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On play action, here's May. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. Now, May. That's caught by Bourne. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. May to throw again. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. May to the air once more. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to run it. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the 1st down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Burrow. And he can't hang on. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They go play action for Burrow. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. 3rd and 9. Burrow. Right back to Boyd. He's got it again. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. The Bengals ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Off the play fake, it's May. Airing one out for Bourne. What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he will score again. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with 1st down. He'll get that to all his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. On the give, this is Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go.
And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. To the middle of the field. Caught by Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. That ball intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
And just what a turn of events, Mike. You have the ball. You're thinking all we need to do is milk the clock, get into field goal range, and win this thing in regulation. But now after that turnover, you find yourself now back trailing, and I'm not sure there's enough time for them to come back.
Extra point now by Ryland. He's got it. And the Pats will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. On first down, Burrow. To the left side in the hands of Boyd. Now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
And that stop right there will do it. Even though they have 2 timeouts remaining, there's just not enough time on the clock to get another attempt. What a huge stop with the game on the line, and that will all but end this game.
The Patriots offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display. And the defense has seen it all. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go down to an 8, and that's the way to start the new campaign. 1 game, 1 win here in this season opener. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go down to an 8, and that's the way to start the new campaign. 1 game, 1 win here in this season opener. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. And they begin the Gerard Mayo era in style. Somewhat ironically, it was on to Cincinnati coming into the game. And they get it done against a tough Bengals squad. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.